Hi tubers! Okay, first of all, I'm going to move you a little closer. Hi! We're going to start this video out with one of our fat bombs. They're hard. Very hard. Just like chocolate. Amazing. So, yeah, even if you're not on the keto diet and you want to take your coconut oil every day, I can't just take that stuff by the spoonful, you guys. Hard. You know that granulated stevia. That's amazing. Oh my god. Not me. So, even if you want to take coconut oil every day and you have a hard time taking it, I do by the spoonfuls. Gross. I can't just take a teaspoon of fat, you guys. You know that gave like a granule. Oh my god, that was so good. That is a great way to take your coconut oil. Okay. So today's video is just going to be a generalization of a whole bunch of stuff. First of all, I have to shout out, in 3 weeks we have gotten 65 new subs. Thank you, you guys. Now, of course, you know, I have to approve comments unless I know you and I just approved your comments to go through. Well, you know, I gotta tell you, we get the naysayers and the hateful ones. We get those who are trying to start their own channel eventually when they go full-timing, that are condescending asses. I'm not gonna let their comments go through. My channel, my world. So, really, if you're gonna send a condescending comment, I'm not even gonna let it post. Yes. Yes, indeed. I only spend about $200 a month in food. It can very well be done. If you live in Southern California, I'm sorry. Straight up. I'm sorry you live there, and I realize that your food costs are much higher than ours in Arizona or even Nevada. But I do spend about $200 a month in food. That includes my toiletries and, yes, my dog food. I have a very little dog, and she eats maybe a quarter of a cup a day. It's very easy for me to feed her very good dog food at a very reasonable price. Just saying. So anyway, for the naysayers out there, yes, I do indeed spend $200 a month. But if you even wanted to add an extra $100, there's no way that I'm going to come up to $5,000 or $6,000 a month to be a boondocker like some channels claim. That's ridiculous. And yes, with insurance and stuff, it would be not $465 a month. It would, now with the old rig, it was $465 a month. Because with the old rig, the Class C, my insurance and registrations was included into my monthly payment. The new rig I have, it is not. I pay my own insurance and my own registration, and $500 a month payment on my RV. So now, yes, it is about $545, a month to live where I live. Okay. That's divided by a yearly. Okay, guys. So my payment's $500, and between my insurance and my registration's about $45 to $50 a month, and it's because of where I am at. If you're in a low crime area, your insurance and stuff is going to be way cheaper. Just saying. Anyhow, onward. I'm glad you guys appreciate my breakdowns in my what I spend to live. Now, one of the things I wanted to talk to you about today was the difference between being in a stick and brick and an RV. And one of them is absolutely price. Let me give you an example. When I lived in Nevada, I lived in a park, what they call park model. And I gotta say, what I live in right now seems bigger than that park model I was in. That park model cost me $650 a month just for the house. Hold on, somebody's knocking. Okay, I'm back. You know, yeah. I have a block party to go to tonight on just the street I live on. Everybody's leaving, so they're having these big block parties, and that was my date. But anyhow, so when I lived in Nevada, I paid $650 a month to rent just the RV. I spent $170 a month for electricity, okay? And not including food, you guys, so, or scooter gas or anything like that. So what I pay now and what I paid then is a huge difference. Now, I know that the cost in Arizona and Nevada is way cheaper than California. So if you're going to make a comment about my cost, consider where you live. I'm just saying. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that the cost of living is different in every state. So one of the things I wanted to touch on today was the cost of living in an RV against the cost of living in a stick and brick. It is absolutely cheaper for me to live in a stick and brick. It just is. And not only that, I have the nomadic lifestyle. I don't have to be here if I don't want to be. Right? Right. And I do spend $30 a month for my nails. Just saying. Girls gotta look good. So anyhow, that was one of the things that I wanted to talk about. The next thing I want to talk about, I love my Diet Coke, is storage. There is a difference in storage when you're an RVer compared to when you're in a stick and brick or a permanent structure. We don't have the storage, you guys, that we would have in a regular house. We just don't have it. I mean, we've got all kinds of under compartments, we've got all kinds of over compartments. We have storage under our bed, but the fact is, when I moved into my RV, I was only able to take a fourth of my clothes and a fourth of my household items. I mean, I got rid of a lot. I sold a lot, I donated a lot, but the fact is when you move into an RV, and we're not even talking a van, guys, we're talking an RV, you will absolutely have no storage. You just don't. By the time you get your hoses, your wheel covers, your generators, your batteries, your solar panels, I mean, I could go on and on and on and on. So storage is something you will not have living in an RV. Just saying. You know, I just thought of something. One of the ways I keep my costs down is recycling my water bottles. A lot of people will go out there and buy water in a brand new plastic container for $1 or $1.50 each and every time they need water. I don't do that. I take the bottles that I have, and I went from having 16 when I was boondocking to just 8 now. But I take the water bottles that I have, 1-gallon jugs, and I take myself up to the store and I fill each gallon for a mere 15 cents. So my original investment on these bottles a long time ago was $8. Now it costs me what? $1.50 to fill 8 gallons worth of water, if that. So you want to know how I keep my costs down, you guys? That would be one of them, because I will not drink city water. I just won't. And if I'm out boondocking, I'm not going to drink the water in my fresh water tank either. I can't think of an RVer that will. No, I'll wash with it, I'll shower with it, but I am not drinking it. Just saying. So that's another way I keep my costs down. Another way I keep my costs down, I don't buy tea. I buy water and I use instant tea, and that's it. Done. So I'm spending probably 4 cents for a bottle of iced tea. Just saying. I don't buy soda unless it's on sale. I got 4 6-packs of Diet Coke for $7 because I shop a sale. Not very hard to do. You can learn to be frugal. It's very easy. Seriously. Shop the ads, you guys. That's how I stay under $200 a month for my food. Just saying. Okay, the next thing would be, what's that last one? Let's see here. I know, right? I'm having a day. Oh, one of the best things about having an RV, now we just talked about storage, that's kind of a downside, but I have to say, once you have weeded out what means a lot to you and what don't, I don't care. I don't have 5 sets of sheets anymore. I have just 2. I have a summer comforter and I have a winter comforter. I put my winter clothes up when it gets warm. I put my heaters up, bring my fans out. You can probably hear my fan running in the background. And I don't pay electricity anymore. Just saying. But one of the best things about living in an RV is moving. If you don't like the hood, you can leave. You don't like your neighbor, you can move. You have problems with the guy next door, again, you can move. The best absolute thing about living in an RV is you're mobile. You want to go see your kids, you want to spend the summer in Georgia with your daughter? Guess what? You can absolutely do that. So there are upsides to being an RVer, and there are downsides. And those are just 3 that I've come up with that I thought about today while I was making my fat bombs. I love fat bombs. Now, I want to shout out to all my subscribers. I want to shout out to my new subscribers. I had to approve over 30 comments, so I didn't get to answer you guys. I will answer, I promise. If your comment was condescending, if it had hateful tones, if it was rude, it didn't get approved. It will never get approved. And if you don't like that and you subscribe to me, go on down the road, because we don't do hatefulness here. We just don't. We're adults, and we believe that if you don't like somebody, just move on. You don't have to be here watching my videos. Yep, I know that's a really messed up attitude to some people because I am a YouTuber, but the fact is I'm not here to take abuse off of anybody, ever. I'm not here to dish out abuse. So if you don't like my content, you don't like my comments, you don't like my views, move on down the road. Because I'm going to tell you, if I don't like your comments, I'll just block you. Not a big deal. I'm not gonna deal with it. You know, I watch a few YouTubers. I have a few favorites. And there's this one guy, and I love watching him, but you know what? Every video that this poor kid does is about being yelled at and trolls being mean to him, picking on him, nitpicking everything he says on video. You know, I don't get it. We're adults here. Do people not have a life? Do they have to go around and follow YouTubers just to be mean? I mean, really, I'm not going to make my world out of people and trolls who decide to be hateful, rude, or condescending. Now, if you want to ask me kindly how I come up with $200 worth of food, I'll start giving you examples, like my water, like my soda, my vitamins. I buy my vitamins on eBay. Guys, I'm telling you, I could go to Walmart and buy a vitamin and spend $10. And yeah, I'll have it immediately. But if I go to eBay, I can find it for $3 or $4 and wait 3 days and get it for $6 or $7 cheaper. Just saying. I'm just saying. There are ways to be frugal. And just because somebody says I only spend $200 a month to feed myself and feed my dog, it's absolutely plausible. It's plausible, you guys. I shop ads. I always have, I always will. And I had a gentleman comment about peanut butter sandwiches. They are absolutely, absolutely healthy. All natural peanut butter is one of the healthiest things you can eat. So come on. What's wrong with having a peanut butter sandwich for a meal? Are we so hooked that we have to have steak and potatoes and a vegetable every meal, guys? Come on, your body don't require all that. Really. So it's more like feed your body for fuel and don't feed your body because you're bored. So I told you guys last week, that's my rant. And I really appreciate the new 65 viewers in 3 weeks. But if you're one of those people that are being condescending, hateful, or rude, please just go off to another channel. I don't want you here. My subscribers don't want you here. Just saying. We're going to keep it real. Anyhow, so I told you guys about a week and a half ago that something happened on my keto diet and did not understand. I was on that keto diet for almost 3 weeks, and yes, during that time I had caught the flu, I had overworked myself, went to the Renaissance, I was just not feeling good. I came off that keto diet thinking that my body wouldn't deal with all that fat. But the fact is I was overeating. You know, it's really easy to put more on our plates than we actually need. And I had to remind myself that I did intermittent fasting. And if you don't know what intermittent fasting is, it's having a breakfast in the morning and waiting 6 hours to have another meal. It's having 2 meals a day, cutting out snacks. That's intermittent fasting. I've lived that way for years and never had a weight gain. I'm just saying. So when I hit ketos and I was trying to stay up on my macros, my fats and my proteins, keeping my carbs in line, you know, I just didn't pay attention to calories in, calories out. And no matter what lifestyle you live, you cannot consume more calories in than you get out. I'm just saying. And another thing, I always put on 10 pounds in the wintertime. The fact is, I love summers, I love sun, I love the heat. And when it gets really cold, I get really depressed. I get so depressed, I don't want to go outside in the cold. It hurts. It hurts my body. It hurts the middle of my neck, hurts my hips, my knees, and all that. That's where the weight comes on. So what I'm going to do, and I'm going to try and make it a better video. I know that you guys have seen the 2 videos I did cooking. But for the next couple weeks, when I have a meal, I am going to try to make a video of what I'm eating for that day. And I'll let you guys follow my weight loss. Because just because we're nomadic doesn't mean we can't lead a healthy lifestyle. It doesn't mean we can't eat healthy on a budget. I eat healthy on a budget. Yep, a lot of this stuff on ketos is very expensive. But if you get something 1 month and another month, I mean, you never have to buy everything in 1 month. If I had to buy everything in 1 month, my God, it would cost me a lot of money to eat ketos. But the fact is, it doesn't have to cost a lot at all. Again, shop the ads. When chicken's on sale, buy it. When eggs are on sale, buy it. When butter was 99 cents a pound, you guys, I bought 12 pounds. Just saying. It's normally $3-4 a pound. I couldn't beat that at all. My soda, which I have about 1 a day. I don't really drink a lot of soda. I haven't for years. But about once a day, I get really thirsty and I want a soda. I'll drink coffee in the morning. I drink iced tea. Now, I really like sun tea, but I have no room in my refrigerator for this stuff, so just saying. Anyhow, I hope you have a great day, you guys. I hope this video had some kind of interesting stuff. It's just kind of me and you together sitting here talking. I want to again thank my new subscribers. I want to tell you guys that I so appreciate those of you who've been with me all along. And you know, I don't know why my channel hasn't taken off. I have so many people hit me up and go, man, I can't believe your channel hasn't taken off. It could be that I just don't deal with the riffraff, and I'm not going to. I come here to better my life, better your life, and to share my knowledge. Because the fact is I did turn 59 the other day. And the older we get, the more knowledge and understanding we get of life in every way. And the more we learn how to do things. It's just simple. I want to share that with you. I share it with my kids. Why not share it with those of you out there who want the knowledge? Most of all, I want you guys to know that who you are is most important, not what people say about you. It's who you are. You know who you are. I know who I am. I'm a good person. I'm a loving person, a kind person. I'm positive. You know who you are. Absolutely. So love yourself, because if you don't love you, ain't nobody gonna love you. I want to do a video on the minerals and the vitamins and stuff that I take on a daily basis, and I have for years. You know, we don't always get the minerals and the vitamins and stuff in our food that we're supposed to. Let's face it, today's is crazy. Most people eat fast food, most people eat frozen, most people they just eat to fill their tummies. And unfortunately, our bodies need more. If you're running high stress, your bodies are breaking down, guys. And mine was breaking down. It absolutely was breaking down. And it was because, excuse me, it was because I didn't take the time to nurture myself. Nurture your body, nurture your brain. And if there's anything out there that's pulling your body or your brain down, eliminate it. Absolutely eliminate it. That's why it's so important that everybody understand. If you're here to be negative or hateful, you're gone. Simple as that. I'm just not going to deal with it. Have a blessed day. So my next video is going to be on the supplements I take every day. And one more thing before I take off out of here. You know, if you are an older person or younger person, if you're somebody who's trying to control weight issues, and we all do, I mean, let's face it, we were raised in a generation of gluttony. The fact is, your stomach is the size of your fist if it's not stretched out. And I have big hands. That's a half a sandwich, you guys. It's not a whole sandwich, it's a half. Or the palm of your hand is how big your stomach is. If you're eating more than that, you're eating way too much. We weren't meant to be that way at all. That's just a little heads up. But the next heads up is a food diary. Because during the day, we can eat and munch and snack, and we think at the end of the day, or the next day when we weigh ourselves, how in the hell did I gain a pound? Because unless we write down what we're eating, what we're taking, the exercise we're getting, we're not understanding why that weight comes on. I've kept food diaries my whole life until I hit the road as an RVer, of course. So, stress will cause you to gain weight. Overeating will cause you to gain weight. Lack of exercise will cause you to gain weight. And just think about it. Think about the healthiness you want, the goodness you want inside. Anyway, that's my chat for today. I have to go get ready for the block party. Yeah, I know, right? I have a date. I know. Maybe in one of my videos, eh? Bye-bye.